I think once it does get passed, I don't want to say that history repeats. It may rhyme here, but I do see Tesla eventually, or at least run to by end of the year once it's passed, because now there's milestones and there's something that Elon can focus on to hit, and we investors have something to look forward to as well. I can see Tesla hitting 620 or 2 trillion by end of this year, starting his incentive plans and starting this compensation package. I can see that happening. Not obviously not financial advice. My price target is still 575, but I think we could see a nice run up.
You could be right if there's any significant catalyst. And I think the catalysts are all over the place. They could, the affordable model will launch October 1st. That's what people also completely ignored. Like, no affordable model. Like, bros, the odds that this thing does not launch October 1st is less than 1%. It will launch.
You think it's going to launch October 1st?
Yeah, exactly after the credits expire.
That would be insane.
It's going to launch 1 second after midnight.
Man, I can't wait. I mean, we haven't seen any leaks of it, which is interesting.
Because I tell you, I know exactly what's going to happen on that front. I will go to this in a second. But the second thing is robotaxi.
That's right.
I also think the safety driver will be removed in November.
Elon was talking about end of the year, though. But that's pretty much November, December time, I guess.
Right. So maybe it's December, but I said November a long time ago. I'm sticking to it for now. I have no reasons to change. But if that happens, that's also an insane catalyst. People underestimate how big, because then everyone sees there's no one in the car. It makes a big psychological difference. And then the affordable model, back to that, I think what's going to happen is it's going to be boring and it's going to be cheap. It's going to be a Model Y stripped down. And so there will be a lot of disappointment with Tesla fans because they were waiting for some crazy thing. But don't forget, when it comes to affordable cars, look at the demand curve. I don't know if you guys have seen that demand curve. If you drop below 32,000 or something, your market 5x's. The TAM for these cars expands by 500%. Very binary at this 30,000, 32,000. And why does it expand? The total number of people who would buy a Tesla increases by 500%. There's a demand curve in the automotive industry. If you drop below a certain price point, you capture vastly larger shares of the market because people are very price sensitive around that thing. So the theory is basically if you spend $50,000 on a car, but then there's a car that costs 60,000, you might just buy the 60,000 if you like it more. But if you're in the market for a car at 28,000 and the thing costs 32,000, you're not going to buy it because you're on a budget. So the $50,000 car buyer, they can buy a $60,000 car if you convince them. Not so down here. So down here, it becomes all a price question. And that means what is it not if it's a price and cost thing? It's not a sexiness thing. The Model Y is sexy enough for people who want to spend 30,000, but they can't afford it.
That's right.
So it's not about excitement. It's about getting the price to where it needs to be. So if they can get the headline number around 30,000, even if it's a little higher, it unlocks 500% potential growth. Boom. Yeah, that's it. That's why people like Gary Black, very conservative growth investors, I had to fight with Gary on X. I'm not going to try to not offend Gary. Gary takes a conservative stance and focuses on cars and says, we need the affordable model. He will get the affordable model October 1st because Tesla has prepared the entire launch of this car for July 1st, 3 months ago. It was lined up. They were absolutely ready. Then Trump comes along, gets in a little fight and says, and Congress removes the tax credit. Surprisingly, that was not in the cards. And that shifted the entire game because by removing the tax credit from EVs and it expires October 1st or September 30th, there's a massive run, counterintuitively, a run on Tesla. So the Q3 we are looking at right now will be the best quarter in Tesla's history. No one expected this. So Tesla will sell this like hotcakes. So what do you not do? You don't launch an affordable model. If everyone runs to your expensive models and buys them like insane. So they are not going to launch it. They said, very nice. So let's delay the launch. And all the people say, but Tesla is screwed in Q4 because the tax credit is gone. And then bing, it goes up like crazy in Q3 and then it evaporates and Tesla is broke. But what they don't understand is, Tesla already has this thing. The launch probability is 100% because they're already 3 months late voluntarily. So they have absolutely prepared that launch.
That's right.
So on October 1st, they're going to say, surprise. Now it's even cheaper than it was with the tax credit because it's a new model. Boom. And that will more than offset any kind of losses. They will sell, actually, they will have the best quarter in the history of Tesla in
Yes,
Q4.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what people
Q4.
forget.
Q3 is looking good already. Q4, I think, with the affordable model, I think it's going to be
And
good.
so
but
then the sentiment will shift. Right now, so Tesla is the end, blah, blah, blah. Then they will have the best quarter in the history, followed by the even better best in the history. And energy, the energy thing, I will make it clear on my channel, and then it trickles down all the way to Wall Street very quickly. I will make clear to people, do you even understand that this energy opportunity is not pie in the sky? It's here. There's massive demand pressure on getting this stuff. It's an infinite market. They can sell every single mega pack they produce in infinity, like for the next 10 years. It is a national security top priority. It's a $100 billion EBITDA per year opportunity that is urgent, where the roof is on fire in the White House to get this done, and in the Pentagon, and in NVIDIA and Microsoft. And Tesla is the only one who can solve this. So Elon just has to figure out the manufacturing methods. And why this is new news is because it only is true after Biden did this thing, which was good, like the incentives. So only since 2024, when the courts, the SEC, whoever, decided the specifics of these credits. They were launched in 2022 mid. Then Tesla had to wait for SEC and IRS to clarify these things so they could actually plan. Then they knew what it is. And since 2024, they can only plan massive ramp up of manufacturing because of massively expanded margins. And now AI comes on top of it. Infinite demand, infinite national security interest, infinite tailwinds from all governments in the US. So between cars, affordable cars, and energy, you are suddenly looking at a completely different picture of Tesla, like massive growth. And then you have these insane things on top. Robotaxi, and
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And so all this happened by end of the year. Totally different picture, plus compensation plan. So I do agree with Pejjy. The sky is the limit.
So what do you think? I know last time you said stock price 1,000 by year end. Do you still stick with that?
Well, the fair value of the stock in my model
value
is,
I see.
What's the latest? I adjusted it a little bit because now I have a bull case, base case, and bear case, and my base case is slightly lower than my original one case. And the bull case is much stronger. I think it's 850 or something end of the year.
850. Yeah. I see some people online, they're talking about guys who are experts in trading. They're calling for like 930 or something.
Well, technically, if you ask me, is it possible that Tesla goes over 1,000 by end of the year? I say absolutely. I think there's a 10%, 15% chance it goes to 1,000 plus. But it's not my main. I don't think it's likely. I think your number is it's a good middle of the road, realistic target. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Hopefully, I can get that 3 years in a row. Get right on.